Today I'm going to be showing how to build this base. First I will start showcasing it, and yeah, so the upkeep for the externals can be seen right here, and we can disconnect the external like this. As you can see, now it's just this part right there that's connected to the Widegap. For the gates, I've chosen this design. It features 2 beds, a locker, and it also has nice peaks outside in the compound, and then we also place 2 turrets right here. It has sidelines basically everywhere. Now all those side aim at me and these aim at me, so there's always something to look at you when you're inside the compound, which makes for a pretty secure compound. For the entrance, it's only one on one side. Go in, have a little shotgun trap right there to protect us, and then we have plenty of more shotgun traps in here, and then we also have our garage doors. Beside this vending machine we also have a hidden battery, and then we have a few loot boxes up here. We have a oil refinery, and we have just a singular space for more things. I just chose furnaces, you can place whatever in there. And then yeah, I'm bench right here, and our way up from there, and this is also where we open our offset bunker made by Dutchlaw. All of this is accessible. You can easily get all of the items. As you can see, all of it is accessible. Pretty easy to get out. We have TC in here, and you can see upkeep and upkeep here. The bunker is pretty easy to seal again. You just place that and then upgrade that to armored. Well, going up the 2nd floor, we have a little turret to protect our bed and locker, and a shotgun trap if somebody came from top and down. Then here we have our mini Opencore, some peaks from above, and then we have plenty of storage. There is a total of 5 in the bottom, 10 in the bottom. Right there's 8 more, and then we have 8 more up here, -1. So that's 25 boxes, 26 with that. We also have a little locker here, and then up here to our peaks into Opencore. It's pretty basic peaks for the ramps, looking down every side where somebody wants to be. We got turrets up here, which will look down on you from up here, so don't want to get hit. You don't want to stay in the Opencore basically. For bedrooms, we have more up here, and then we also have our Widegap, and yeah, Widegaps has every single area where there could be somebody standing covered. There, yep. So that's that. And then for roof access, we have a shotgun trap down there. It's in case somebody comes up here. We got some turrets looking down. We got some SAM side to protect us from MLRS, and then we got some ramps. Has some few sidelines down there. You can stand up here. Yeah. And then we have the windmills to power it, of course. So yeah, that's a base showcase for building this. You would need 83,000 stone, 40,000 wood, and 42,000 metal fragments. And then you also need 350 high quality metal. In total, the upkeep's gonna end up costing 6,300 metal fragments, 14,000 stone, and then we also need 80 HQM. So I would say this is mostly useful for like duo trios, but it is possible for solo, especially if you're on a 2x. So now I'm gonna show you how to build a base. We're gonna start off with the starter. First we just place 2 triangles like that, with the square at the end. This right here is gonna have our, remember, hard sign, and it's gonna have our airlock, and right here we're just gonna have our in. Right here, I will do a furnace build up when you get the furnaces. But if you don't have it in the start, you can just make an old build up. So we will quick gonna put some a roof on there, and then we're gonna add this. We're gonna add a frame right here, and then here we're gonna add a wall made out of wood, because to add the window later we will have to move that. So now we are at this part right here, and we are having to build up this little room right here. So we're gonna start off by adding a little entrance to our base here. Just something a little like that, so we can get up from here. And also this will work as when we place our TC. Place it in the very corner like that, and then you should be able to place this right here, and we want this to be made out of stone. Now for chest placements, this one is not really that important, just place it in the very back. For this one though, we're gonna need to get pretty precise, place as far back as possible, so we are able to place this last one. And might take more than one try. There's plenty of angles to do this from. I might just simply be bad and have a place this problem. It looks okay actually. So sometimes it just might require but yeah, if it doesn't work, you can just try and do it again. Try and get it to be stuck and then do it. Then hopefully it will place like this. Now for the last two boxes, go up here, get its far left there, and then this one also to that point. That way when we go down here, we can still access everything and we can easily jump out. Now that's the starter. I'll just place some real quick. You just add a wooden wall there. I'm just gonna add a middle one because that's what we have. And then here we'll place this, and when you get our garage doors, you will place it one there. And then, oh, I forgot the roof right there. And you'll place it there and there. And this would preferably be stone. So this is how to make the starter. It's gonna cost you around 750 metal, 5600 stone. But that's also with the boxes for the metal. You don't really need the metal otherwise, you just make small boxes. And now we gotta expand this into a bunker base. So we were gonna remove this starting thing right here. We're gonna place our second bunker right here, and then from this area right here we are going to be going out 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cap with a square right there, and then we remove all of this so we don't accidentally apply this to that instead. And then right here we will do this, and then for this one you're gonna want to look ahead, and you can see right here this does not apply because wait, let's open the stone quick so we have the rooms ready. So right here you can see right there that this goes, the blue area goes from this corner to that corner in the little dog right there. And we want the reverse, we want it to go to right. We can do that by just shifting this a little bit around. And you see right there, when we look towards this space right there, that it becomes that way, and that's what we want. So you want to do, on the opposite side of of your starter. You want to look that way. So now that we know that it works like that, we're gonna remove this right over here, and then we're gonna go out 11 from this square right there. So we got 3 right there, we got 5 right there, we got 7 right there, we got 9 right there, and then we have our 11 right there. But we're gonna remove everything but the original, not the original, but the new triangle we have in the center right there. We go back with the squares, and then right there, like that. You want to connect this to the square instead of the triangle. Now that we have this, we're gonna upgrade this to preferably HQM. You could do metal, you could do stone, but you can't really upgrade it after, and if somebody rates it, it's not great. Then you have to upgrade this instead a lot, which we can just leave stone. But you don't want to upgrade to stone yet, because after building that, you want to replace it. Alright, so place this right there, and then for this up right here, you want to place this frame on these building blocks right here, not this floor right there. We're gonna place the frame right there too, and then all of this should be upgraded, like all of this should be tested in the trick to check you actually got it right, by the way, before upgrading it. So you would then check if you can place this right here, and then check if the bunker works. Boom, we got like that. So now you can upgrade everything. We'll just keep this for now. So this and this right here, we're gonna place that right there, and then for this we can just place this right there. It's not really that important, but it's nice to have. Now, important thing, raise the foundation right there. For the windows here, we can just do that, and for this, it doesn't really matter what way you build it, but make these two right there. I'd recommend you to do that too, to just add a little more stability. And then we lock this up, and then this should be left trig, so we can remove it. And then we can actually place our oil refinery in here, like that. For this side over here, we're gonna do the same. And it doesn't really matter what you connect it to, just be able to connect it. And then just, yeah, this is only 3 furnaces, so if you are in need of more furnaces, this is a good way to get more. You could probably fit 6 in here. Yeah, you can. So that's the way I would do it. And then to get up, you can just add a trick triangle for now. Whatever you want, you can just, you should still be able to open it. No, you're not able to, but that's okay. You can just delete it after that. And now for this part right here, we're gonna build this and this, and we're also gonna make that right there. Right here we're gonna add this, and right here we're gonna just do this so we can lock it up. And now we have this right here, where we want our garage door, leading up to this floor right here. Now, for this part here, we now want this to get removed so we can place a window there. Just add a frame for stability. So now we're gonna be making the open core. To do that, we'll make this little turret part first. Right here, we're gonna make full walls all the way around. And now just make some full walls in these areas right here. These areas you could just make a trick to place these small triangles, and then yeah, for up here, it's pretty easy to find this right spot, and we probably want not square yet. Yeah, we don't want to square yet, and then just don't do that. By the way, do that, and then for this side over here, we're gonna have to build up our honeycomb quick. So just add a triangle to all these foundation right here. This one, this airlock already has the triangle, and then we can build this up. And when you build it up all the way to over here, so just up with this. When you get here, you can just add a little half wall when doing it to make that easier, and then just keep on bringing these up. So just to get that extra sense of protection, we're gonna make the honeycomb. And that way it's one more wall to do too. So yeah, it's really quick. Finish it up, and I'll be missing this side right here. Alright, so now that we got this, and we got that, we don't have it here yet, so yeah, as I said, just so that you don't need to necessarily do the honeycomb now if you don't want to, but I find that it's a appropriate time. So now we have this layer right here, and what we want to do is put a triangle down right here, and we don't want this. That doesn't matter, but we don't want the floor right there. Right here, we're gonna have our logger, so don't put something there. Instead, put a frame there, and then we're gonna add our jump up into peaks. So let's add another story to this. And now we have this right here to work with. So to do this, I'm gonna add this right here, this right here, and I'm just gonna go around until we have a whole floor like that. And then for this part right here, I'm gonna add this right here. So we go up here, and then we don't want to actually, yeah, we want to make some square frames for accessibility. Right here you can just add a triangle there, and then be like this. So this is where we want our, yeah, we want half walls right there, and we want half walls right there. That's what we're looking for, yeah. And now we need to add our ramps. And these ramps are then gonna be able to have chest stacked down there. Right there. It's just extra storage, so when you spawn up here, you can just reach from the sides here and get them, because we're gonna not placing this over them so you can't see them. And right here we can do that too. So now it just works like this. And now we got this, we can just place a triangle in the middle like that. Now I'm just gonna be doing this right there. So what we want to do now, behind every single one of these, is this. Add a little wall. And we want to do that behind all of them. And for this one, you this is pretty important. So you actually want to do that first, and then that. And then you can place of this if you find the right spot. Oh, you have to, yeah, you have to do it in this specific build level. So like that, and then you can place the box, and that, because if you want this to just be protected a little bit more, so do it like this, and then just half more. And we could make this a full wall because we're gonna add turret pod above this for the roof, and so that's where we want the turret to be. So we do this all the way around like that. So now it looks like this. Now for entrance into this, we're gonna add that, and then it doesn't really matter where you place the door out into Opencore, Widegaps. I'll just do it right there. So you would lock that up, and then you would place your lockers like this right there. And just place this like that. But there is a little, it's a little better to do it like this instead. Let me quick get 2 doors. You want these opening out, by the way, so that way you can quickly get out, and instead of having to, yeah, when you want to go in, you'll get pushed out. So that's why we do it that way. So if you open both, you can just place this right here, not right there. Place this in a way that it's inside both, and that way it won't stick out the bed in either side. And we should still be able to place our logger. I would actually place the logger first, that way it's a little more easy to not mess up, but there's plenty of space, so it's not really that big of a problem. So yeah, for the Widegaps, we're gonna be making, wait, let's really quick just finish up the bedrooms. So the entrance is gonna be right there, so I want this to be like that. So right there, we're gonna add our 2 doors, and that way so when we have our place, we can just place the bed right here, and plenty of ways to do this, whichever order you prefer. So now we have done this, we're gonna go down to our Widegaps. Oh, I forgot to cover all of this up. That's genius. Alright, so you don't want to. You want to do it like this. You can close the roof if you want to. That's probably not the worst idea. But remember to have this area right here. Oh, and we actually want this wall right here. This place just to the left of that to be raised by a half, and you actually want the same for this. That way when we put in our things here, it's pretty easy and straightforward, and then like that. And right here we're gonna just have to turn off all small, opening it out to this. Now, regarding the turret pods, we just do this on these things, the honeycomb that's built up, and we leave this be that bay right there. Now we have done basically every part of the base other than the Widegap, and we have not added the deployables yet, and this is obviously a window. I'm just trying to check if there's anything else I missed. Yeah, we want a half wall right there. and right there, just to easily distinguish between the different areas that we have. Alright, so the right gap. We're gonna go down here until we find this area where there could be two squares next to each other. And then we take the left one, we go 3 out, cap it off with a triangle, and go back, and we make a full circle. Then make a square off one side, and a square off the other side, just like that. And then from here, we make 2 squares, and these are all the ones we are not going to need. So we can delete all of these. You only want these parts right there. So now we're gonna go over to the next part that looks like that. That's where our entrance also is. So we're gonna go out 3, go back, make a full circle, make 1 square there, make 1 square there, and then 2 squares, cap up a triangle, and then just remove all the leftover stuff. Now we're gonna repeat that one last time in the corner right there. So again, full circle, square, triangle, and from that we go 2 squares out, and like that. So now we have the footprint for our base. Now we're going to build this up, and to do that, we are basically just gonna take this, go all the way up, add that on the side where there's these 2 triangles that can be fitted. Then for the square, we have, yeah, by the way, you want to place frames right here, that way when we make our base, the gap is not bad. So make this like that, and then we actually also add triangles here. So I'll also go up there to get this, and from here we'll do that, but for that one we'll do left. And the way we can see it is if you're standing on the corner and this one doesn't have a gap right there, then you place it towards this. But if it does have a gap right here, then we place it towards this, because then we get 2 gaps that are actually good. Alright, so we're gonna repeat that over here. So we add the frames right there and there. This one we connect to the frames up here. We do this, and then yeah, we have this, and then this one we connect to that, and that one connect to that, and then we do this for accessibility. So now we just need to do that one last time to have done it all the way around. Now it might be a little hard to do the frames in a real server. The way I like to do it is I like to make a raised foundation and then just make this kind of tower where you can just jump up from like that, and that way you can just keep placing it like that. But go practice it in the build server to make sure that you actually get what you're doing. That's my best advice I can give. So now we have the white gap all the way around. We forgot to add triangles to these. Alright. So now add this roof right there, and we are also going to add that right there. I don't know why I did that. So Now for this room floor to work, we're gonna need some. That's working without it, but we'll have that of it. Some windows looking outwards, and with that done, you see right here we need the frames to make sure we don't fall out, and then we connect all other parts, then the honeycombed areas to the base, to the Widegaps still instead of the base. So as you can see, it should look like this now. Now for this part right here, we're gonna want to place that right there, and then we're gonna want to place two ramps. Might not be the easiest to get the spot for, but it should be possible. So like that, and then go up here, and then take a square, and then place like that, and this one should be a lot easier to place like that. So we're gonna do this all the way around. So ramp, no, window, then a ramp, and then a ramp, stand off top of window. We're about to take the right of that, and that way we get the right peaks into this. So do the same here in the last time. That's good. That's good too. So when you've gotten this part down, you're gonna want to do the essentially same over here. Just find, and don't fall out like that. If you do, you can just try and ease the fall damage by doing that. That's definitely meant to do that, to showcase that. You want to go on this side that the white gap is connected to, and then do it, because otherwise it's possible. So you can see right here, it's not connected there, it's connected over here. So we'll do it over here. Yeah, as you can see, a lot easier, and you don't really have that much of a chance to fall out. So we do that, and then, and now we got this. So now for the windmill, we add them right here. You can add it like that, and then to get up there, just do something like this. Just with the trick, of course. And then try and get line of sight not blocked. So you might see that, oops, there's not enough stability. That's because if we go down here, we would rather want this to be like that instead. And that's why I told you, that's why you should watch the whole video, because I'm not perfect, and I'm not gonna bother to remake the whole place because I made one accident. Okay, so we do that instead. We're just gonna give it a little edge stability. We also want these right here to have that in there. That's actually gonna make a big difference. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you how to make it for one of them, and then I'm gonna fly for the rest. So you might see that and say, wow, you don't know what you're doing. You need it all the way around, surprisingly. I do have it in the middle here, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, so you need actually on every side to make this, but now you've made it, and congratulations. Now for the windmill, what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this like that, and then we're gonna destroy these, and now it's gonna fly. Congratulations, we just made a flying windmill. So we're gonna do that on all 3 sides. And so it's basically you want the green box in the middle of the frames looking that way. And if you weren't sure how to do it, you can see again here after we have of course placed the frames in the middle. So as you see, the legs are in the middle, that way we know it's perfect to delete like that. And now it's starting to look pretty finished. So now we're gonna have to place in our deployables. We're gonna want towards there, towards there, and towards there, and we're also gonna want all of this to be middle. That's not necessary to be middle, but all of this in the center is. And this just in case of murder strikes mainly, but also just if somebody comes in, we don't want them to want to get further. In here we also want a lot of this to be middle, the ramps especially because they look stupid without being it. Yeah, so just make sure everything is good there. And a triangle too. The floors doesn't hurt either. So when you got all of that done, you're also gonna want to. Actually, that doesn't really matter that much because we're gonna upgrade it from below. So when you have done that, you can just go down. Now all of this loot room you of course want to middle because the Opencore. And don't make it HQM. That's crazy. Now you also want this side to be middle, just to be sure, and then the floor too, because otherwise it's very weak. Alright, and the center one is here too. Now for the box placement, we're gonna place box there, and we're gonna place another box there. Up here, just place in halfway there. There's plenty of ways you can get this box placed up here, but I can't bother doing it. You will definitely find out if it's important to you. So this one is the easy one. Now, if we want 5 boxes down there, which I see no reason why you wouldn't, place these in the back like that. And then you place this in about the middle. That was just not all the middle, but let's not worry about that. Place that. You don't actually have to place these in the very back. You can also place these last to make sure you don't have to. But yeah, so that's how we make these loot rooms, which has 21 boxes in it. Alright. And that's not 21 at all, by the way, if you're wondering. That's 13. Okay, so we have that. Then we have these in the very back. And then box there. Alright. So like right there, there. Now, oops, that didn't place. I was a little too quick there. Alright, so right here we can see one of these 4 boxes. I would recommend removing and then place a turret there instead. Just if somebody ends up having a peek in here, and just place some garage doors. Totally forgot to do that throughout the space. If I write here, I'll just place it right there. And then to place this right there, you're gonna need to do that. So, right up there, you can place a box if you want, not sure how, just do that. You can do whatever you want. Upgrade this by the way. Tier 3, pretty standard, just goes there. Place a small box under it. I'm sure most people know that by now. Alright, so right here we have a turret all the way in the back for online protection and offline too. And there's plenty of ways to place this, but like that. Okay. Now we also want to upgrade this right here. And these could be upgraded too, to ensure that whenever we do get raided, everything holds up. Alright, so now when we have all of that upgraded, we can then look down here and start upgrading this too, just so it's all around an 8 rocket rate. These windows, we keep them stone because the windows we gotta put in them also is only 8. So this one I like upgrading to metal. These 2 half walls, they should be HQM. This floor right here should be HQM. This should also be HQM. And that should be HQM. Now for this, we should see that it's HQM too. We're gonna just real quick pop that open to yeah, as I said, we're gonna want to put a little room in there. Now this is where you might think, oh no, how do I do this? And the easy way to do it, I would say, is by going in here and then having going in here and then let's open up this real quick. So we can easily place that right there and then right there. And now for the boxes itself, we want 4 boxes, so you just try and line it up. As fine as you can. I'm not sure if that was as fine I could. It wasn't, yeah. So I thought you don't need that right now. So yeah, as fine as you can. As fine as you can. And the final one is hopefully able to be placed. And if it's not, it might be because you made a bad first one, so that might be worth to place down. And then, yeah, as you see, easy come. For this right here, just place them in the middle, honestly. That's the best way. So like that. And now we want to place this instead. And now we want to make this HQM, and I don't know if I placed a frame there. I might have deleted by accident. use a frame with this not. We want that for stability purposes. And we can just put 2 half walls in there. If I was able to not play rest and actually crush a bit of window like that. Now just place some boxes. Yeah, if you don't want to just jump place it, you can just do this too. Ugh, hate line of sight things. So now it's a and peaks from here, but we're not fully done yet. We want to also, yeah, by the way, this one is probably where it's upgrade. Now we want to make the gate, and okay, for the external gates we find this middle area right here with the two squares, and we're gonna do the build out as follows. So we do that, that way we find the middle, and that right there, shift to the edge, and then we place two squares. So it looks like that, and that way it's almost in the middle of that. because the white gap is a little to the side. So after that, place 3 frames right there, 2 over there, 2 windows there, 2 normal walls, and then we place the door right there. And then we just put the roof on it. And now we got the layout for that. Now we're gonna want to connect this to. We do that by placing 2 squares right there. Then we place a square right there, and a triangle. And to make sure that we don't just disconnect it for 4 rockets each, we're gonna go ahead and do that. So that right there ensures that, but we need the TC too. So do that, and then go to R, and then do that again. Then place 2 half walls, 2 windows, 2 full walls, and then we place the 2 half walls. Then we want all of this inside here to be metal, and then the windows and all that to not be. Now we can take this back to main. Right here we can just leave this wood tray, remove it, whatever you want. What's important is that we have this connection right here, and that it's metal. That way it's 8 rockets. Now we've done that, we want to decorate the inside of this. So we can place that right there. We can place 2 walls right there. Now the logger is what we put in here. Now this one might be a little hard to get. I always hate getting it, but yeah, as you can see, we can get it right there. Then put that right there. Then place 2 beds and that right there. Now for the windows, we're gonna want this to be put on right there, but we want not that, just normal windows for the visibility. And over here, we're gonna want HQ windows. So that's the first part. Now we can try and repeat it again, so we're totally sure what to do. Ignore that guy sleeping there. So we just have to place all of that in there. Place that in there, place that in there, place that in there. While that opens, we can replace these things there. Alright, now we've done that, we're gonna want our bits to come on in. And we're also probably gonna want a way to get in and out without it all being open. Okay, now for this, we just repeat that, and then we're gonna make it all metal. So, as I said, it's not just 4 rockets. That would suck to get those radar fall. So now we're gonna make our externals same way as we did before. Don't do it that way though. And now it's all Gucci that way. We put this down here. Oh, I forgot to upgrade this inside here. Oh, Sanctuary doesn't want to cooperate apparently. Okay. So now we got 2 of these ready. After we of course place this. So the last one we do exactly the same. Now let's place the logger first. Place it like that. So the windows and those frames right there, and then we just gotta open it like that. And boom. So we got that, and then now the last external we wanted to make is actually going to be made the exact same way. Crazy. Alright. Alright. Let's choose the middle. Now like that, it looks pretty good. Now we need to just place down the compound. So before doing that, actually, let's make the third parts pretty simple ones. But we're gonna do this in all areas of space. I would not recommend putting frames right there. Oh, I just was a little side, that's why. Alright. So now we got that. Now we just need to place our walls. Place them a little open. Looking in. Again, a little open. And it should fit right in. And then right here. We want to right here. Place them like that. And doing it that way should leave some nice space for these two to come in. And when moving those, it should still stay up. So now we have to do that on each side. This is pretty important to make it like looking inwards. So we want to do that. We want to do that, and then just place these. Don't fall down. Pretty good pigmentation. And we got 'em. Alright. So now we're doing it for the last one. Just try and copy what I do. And now we got the compound and the base. Right here we're gonna place our turrets, of course. And now I'm gonna show you a few places you can place some shotgun traps if you want to. So yeah, you can place one right there, but that requires you to open the airlock's roof and roof. So yeah, there's a roof right here normally when you build it, but you can just subside that. So go in, and we want one right there. Then we want shotgun traps right there. And you could also do shotgun traps inside here. So if somebody were to drop down right there, they would get fucked. They got messed up, and you would want to get that. For this right here, I would say not really that many great spots. I should probably open it up, see if it's easier to place a good one. I guess right here, if you just accidentally walk past, but there's better places. So up here, place one looking into here. Up here, you could place. I like having one right here, but there's also plenty of ways to be creative, placing them right there. Just placing them right here. You can't do that, but you could probably make space for it somewhere. Plenty of good areas to do it. One right here is very great, and yeah, that's the base. Hopefully you like it. It's my first tutorial, so it's probably gonna be quite shite, but yeah, hope you like the base. I'll probably also upgrade this to metal. That way, when you look down through this right here, it's just not that bad. The same side I would recommend too, because MLI is OP, and yeah, remember to add turrets right there. So yeah, that's the tutorial, and let's really quick finish up the last part. I forgot right here. It's obviously a 3-sided base. I forgot that somehow. Oops, all of this needs to be removed. But yeah, that's it. That's the base. It's pretty nice. You got everything you need. The mini Opencore, the bunkers, the oil refinery, food storage, the winning machine. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it.